This time the quick speed shop. What? Custom Deluxe 72 C10. Did I need another one? Yes, I'll tell you why. We're going to get into it. But first, let's go back a couple days. I went down to the southern tier of New York. I scooped this guy up. It's been off the road for almost 40 years. And we'll take a look at that in a minute. Well, let's go back, and I'm going to have it loaded up in my truck and tell you a little bit about it there. We'll take a look real fast and do some traveling, and then we'll drag this thing back, go all through it, see the options, what makes it special, and tell you all about this dark blue faded patina 72 Chevy C10 Custom Deluxe. Guys, in my truck, I got the trailer on another adventure, going across 3 hours across the state. We're picking up another truck. I found a C10 parts truck for miscellaneous parts, and it was in my price range. I'd just been looking randomly for, searches when I was doing stuff, but they're all too expensive. This one showed up reasonable, so I'm on the way. It's in the middle of the week. I had to blow off work. Then I had a work emergency that I had to go deal with, so that put my blood pressure through the roof for an hour this morning, but I'm still on schedule, and I don't know, I probably can't film at the guy's house, I'm gonna imagine, but we'll when we get back later on, we'll take a look. But I'm on the road in the truck. I gotta go. I got a ways to go. The junk GoPro battery, even though it's at 77%, won't let me film outside in the cold. So, by the way, I bought a DJI camera. I'm done with GoPros. So that's part of my ongoing battle, but I've got a new camera coming. So anyways, on the back of the truck is a blue 72 Custom Deluxe C10 that I bought down here. And I'm in the southern tier down, I don't know, near the Pennsylvania border. Ran all day to go get it. Just loaded up, super cool guy. And turns out his kid is the son, or his son is the one that got thrown out of the high school in Norwich for driving his tractor to school and had a big fiasco the Whistle and Diesel got involved with. So that was pretty cool. So anyways, I've got this truck on the back, heading back to the shop. I had a water main break at work today I had to go deal with before this. Now I've got to go back to deal with the water main break after this. So I'm going to be working well into the night. But I am 3.5 hours from home, roughly. Came through the Casanova through the mountains, and it's a nightmare. So I'm going back another way on the flat, because this truck is not going to be able to pull that truck up all the mountains. But I got to get back. I got a lot of things going on. When I get back and fix my water main at work, the next day or two we'll go out and we'll start taking a look at this truck. But right now I got GoPro issues, and it's cold, and I got to get back to work. So we'll see you in a minute. Well, here we are. It's a couple days later. I'm back at the quick speed shop. Man, what a disaster. 2 days ago, or no, yeah, today's Saturday. Thursday, I went out to pick this up. I had 2 water main problems at work. I do the underground utilities there. Had a water main break. It happened for, I don't want to get into it, but I should have been alerted multiple hours before it happened. So then I was in an extreme rush to go get this truck. And a lot of stress and yelling and whatever. But anyways, drove all day to go get this guy. Had some issues with the GoPro, with the coldness, saw a bald eagle, all kinds of cool stuff. But I dragged it back here, and now we can take a look at it. We can't make it run and drive in this video, but at least we can take a look and see why did I need a medium blue or dark blue, medium blue C10 Deluxe right there here. Why did I need it? I'll show you. So let's drink it all in here. This has got the old New York State commercial plates on it. And actually here on my plow Jeep, I've got some just thrown on it for fun. The last year they ran these plates was 1987 or 86, I think maybe, is the last year they had the old blue and gold commercial plates. So I did some investigating and I looked on the windshield. Here's an old New York State DMV sticker, and I was able to like clean the back of just the glue, or maybe it faded away, but I don't know if you guys can see it there. I think you can if I get out of the way. 1983. So apparently 1983 was the last time this truck was inspected and registered. So what's that? 38 years ago? Dang. So it's a 72 C10 Custom Deluxe right there. Bam. And a couple of reasons why I got it. And here's one of the big ones right here. Ugh. Look at this mint seat. It's a little wrinkled because it actually came in brand new brake shoes and brake drums for the back, but they were on the seat, so the seat's a little wrinkled over there. But look at this awesome seat. If you've been watching my other C10 or the truck in the garage, I was talking about getting a seat recovered. These seat covers, not this one, just the plain vinyl ones, are like $400, and the foam is like $300. The foam in this seat is mint. It's not all trashed and stuff. I think I can push this back together and get some thread and sew this up, or at least get some vinyl tape and just tape the seam back up. But this will save me. I paid $750 for this truck, which is one of the other reasons I bought it, even though it's, well, yeah, it was worth it, because these trucks, even in junk shape like this one, usually are a couple $1,000s and they're far away from me. And I just happened to luck into this one. You know, $750 for this truck. This seat is going to save me almost $700. I don't need to buy foam. I don't need to buy a seat cover right now. I can just make this work. It's blue. We can put it right in the other truck, clean it up, and it will be good enough to ride on. Even if I got like a Mexican blanket and just laid on the bottom of this to sit on, you know, the back of it's really nice, and it's blue, and it'll go great with the interior. Another thing this truck has, it's got really nice blue sun visors. They're moldy, but they're mint. They function well, and that'll be perfect. You see this truck is a little bit different. It's the dark blue, and we'll read the glove box door in a minute here, read some of the options, but it's a Custom Deluxe. For whatever reason, it doesn't have any chrome on the bezel here. It's all black, which maybe a Custom Deluxe got, but it's a looks like a cigarette or ashtray or not a cigarette lighter delete. I don't think this is unless this is the cigarette lighter. It's just stuck. I don't know if that's a delete or not, but the radio I just bought on eBay, this one's got an AM radio in it, like the one I just bought. Yeah, but it's rough. Rockers are gone and stuff like that. It's got the rot up in the roof, like the other cab. But the deluxe door panels. Here's a spotter's guide tip for you guys. 72 only has a screw in the door here for the wing vent to help. I guess the doors must have cracked or something, so they put screws in the doors. You can see that door has been replaced. I have the original door for the passenger side, but that's a I don't know what it is. It's got a metal door panel, so maybe it's like a 67 or 8 door on that side. But what else we got here? Automatic, so it's turbo 350, I'm pretty sure. Got an old school Technosha brake controller here, electric brake controller with your gain and your action. Has the original rubber floor mat, which isn't in too bad a shape. I think it's blue, I guess. I don't really see any tears in it. I might put that in the other truck. It might not work with a hump, though, because I got the removable hump. But I might throw it on top of the Herculiner in the truck in the garage. I don't know. But so that's the deal with that. Custom Deluxe, you get the body moldings all the way down there. And then it would have had lower ones, I believe. I guess not. I guess just up top. But you can see the box is junk. It's rotted on both sides real bad. But the big thing is, I got this all strapped together. The frame is broke. I think it sat in water, rotted through the bed, and then rotted through the frame. The frame is broke. So right now this guy is that's all on the springs. That's why it's sitting so weird. But let's go around to the passenger side. We'll take a look. White bumper. The grill was nice. It's broke right there though, so that kind of sucks. But got some damage here. The fenders aren't too bad of shape. Rust. That one's got rust, but this one's all wadded up here on this side. Like I said, this is like a 67 or 8 door, I think. Metal door panel. It's got the earlier style, what do you call it in here, thing. But let's go into the glove box and take a look. Here are our options for this truck. It's dark blue. So I painted the truck in the garage Hawaiian blue. This is dark blue. It's like a little bit deeper blue, if you can see this here. We got the belt moldings on there. B85 option. Front rear shocks, which I don't know why you wouldn't want shocks. Right here, G80 baby, posi-traction axle. That was another thing in the ad. I saw the guy listed in there. He said, it's got a posi. I said, yup. And look at this, LS9, 350 cubic inch engine right there. Boom. So, 3 options that made it worth it. Me go buy this truck. The seat, the posi-traction axle, and the 354 bolt. It's actually a 4-barrel engine. The 350 engine were well worth the cost of admission. So we also got push button radio, AM radio, and we got the gauges, standard gauges, blue cloth trim interior, below eye mirror. Right here, I think 72 only. They put the mirror on the windshield. 71 and earlier, I believe 71 and earlier, they had a triangle in the roof, and you saw me in the truck on the inside. I bought the earlier mirror and I screwed it to the roof. Skin on my truck in the garage. Let's see, heavy duty rear springs. It's got coils. It's got power disc brakes, which is another option, and worth the spindles and stuff are worth a little bit. Turbo hydromatic. I'm sure that's a turbo 350, I would assume. Rear step bumper, and then custom deluxe equipment, whatever that means. So, bam, that was awesome. So as you can see here, this side is the rusty side, and for whatever reason, I don't know if it leaned up against a building or whatever. This side of the truck is really rusty, and the door was really rusty on the inside and the outside, so that's why somebody put this white door on it. But you can see it's not real good. Here we got that painted steel step bumper, which I have another one here. Yeah, my first truck came with the one here, so I've got one. So these must have, I don't know if GM made these or they sourced them from a supplier, but the same bumper, and as you can see, it's all rusted out, but somebody welded a receiver tube to the bottom of it, and it's got a solid deal in there. We got the taillight trim around there with the deluxe trim. I had the tailgate's all rotted out. But the bed's not very good. You see the hole up there in the front? That is probably why the frame rotted, because whatever sat in the back of this rotted through the floor, then rotted onto the frame and rusted the frame out. This truck has probably been sitting for all those years. I don't know when it went off the road. Like I said, last year it was inspected, it was 83. So was it a farm truck, or did it just get parked somewhere and sit and just rot away? Who knows? But the deal is, it never got to 100,000. It's got 99,100 on it. So it got close to 100K. And actually, if it hadn't just sat around for almost 40 years, it probably would have been a decent truck. Pretty easy to fix up, because it looked like it was pretty straight. You know, I did that full in the box, and all the bolts for the box like actually rotted right out with the frame, and the box was like half up in the air even more. So it is what it is. But we got a posi-traction axle, probably with the 350. Probably not 373 gears, maybe 345s or something. I don't know. I'll have to try to figure that out. But posi-traction. Let's open the hood and take a look under there. If this truck wasn't so rusty, it's got super cool patina. If you did like the wipe on clear coat on this, or the even shine juice, this truck's got really nice patina. Except for the box is so rotted, but the rest of the truck is, you know, on the outside isn't really rotted. It would patina up nice, but it's rough. How do I open the hood? In here somewhere is the thing you gotta push. Somewhere. Oh, here it is. The hood is like sprung because the truck's sitting all crooked. Hoop, hoop, hoop. There we go. Boom! Look at that. Bam! 350. Let's look under here. Oh, it's got a quadribog. It's a 4-barrel. Now the guy I bought it from, him and his kids were monkeying around with it here. You see some miscellaneous wire, and they're running new wires to the coil. It's got a new coil on it. He said it lost spark. I see brand new points in the distributor. This is, I assume, the original quadribog. We're missing the vacuum advance line here is rotted off it. But you see here, power disc brakes, just like the truck I'm working on in the garage. What is this? Some kind of heat shield or something. We got ram's horn manifolds. This is a, like I said, a 72. Let's see here. What does it tell us on the sticker? 4-barrel, General Motors, the timing, all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. This tells you how to set the timing brake, how to set up the fast idle choke. That's all to say about the transmission. It doesn't say. Somebody has painted it black under the hood, I think, at some point, because I can see blue under the black, and the firewall is painted black. So, I don't know what the deal is with that. It seems kind of odd that somebody just paint under the hood and under there. Maybe that's factory, I'm not sure. But anyways, what we got here talks about the coolant. Somebody chain yanked on the front cross member here and wadded that into the radiator pretty good. The radiator is not in too bad a shape, but it's one of these little dinky guys. Somebody must replace this at some time, because it's, for being as old as this truck is, it looks like it's in immaculate shape. The bottom's rusted. Is there coolant in it? Probably not. No, bone dry. Bone dry. So anyways, he said, see, they're cranking it over here. They just got a plug, a new plug in here trying to check spark. I don't know if it's got new plugs in the engine or not. I can't see. But it's untouched. This is a early, short water pump engine, so it's got the short water pump alternator bracket here that bolts to the head. That's worth the price of admission too, because those are hard parts to find. And I was trying to spin it over. I'm gonna have to put a wrench on the crank. I'm sure that they were just recently monkeying with it because the coil and all that stuff. So I'm sure it probably turns over. And he said it just lost spark, so they were probably monkeying around with it real recently. I just can't get it to quite go with the belt there. Well, it had the air cleaner off it, but this doesn't look like. Hopefully, it didn't get water in it. Where's the dipstick? Let's take a look at the oil level. Make sure it's not super high. Oh, it's got new oil in it. New-ish oil. So. Oh, that was pulled way out. Is it way too much oil? That's a little high. This is also funny. Manual steering, but power brakes. Just like I got the truck in the garage set up that way. Manual steering with power brakes, even though I had the power steering box with that chassis. This one, for whatever reason, they ordered the Custom Deluxe, but with manual steering. But it makes it, I like these trucks with manual steering. They're really easy to steer. The geometry works good. It's a lot less complicated. But oh, can we look in the oil fill tube? How's it look? Oh, it looks mint in there. Not a lot of sludge. Hopefully the original owner changed the oil when they're supposed to. But what's this? Some kind of nonsense. Vacuum operated nonsense. So anyways, we got the choke. Does the throttle work? Oh yeah. So we got a quadribog on there, and man, that fuel filter is older. Oh, another thing I noticed. Remember in last couple of videos, I ran new fuel lines, and I ran a return line to the tank. Well, this, because probably I guess it's because it's a small block truck, it has a fuel filter on there, original fuel filter. It has a supply and a return line to the tank, as well as the vent line. So I guess you could get these trucks with the return line, which the truck I was working on didn't have one, but this one does. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. And it also looks like it's a 3/8 line, which the one I was working on had a 5/16 line on it, but that's neat. So this truck has a return line. I can't get behind the seat right now to check it out, but it is what it is. But we got ram's horn manifolds, a basic 350. I'm sure this has got to be the original engine to the truck. It doesn't look like anybody's done anything to this truck replacement-wise. It looks like it's all original stuff except for this door, and then he painted it black under the hood. But other than that, everything else looks completely untouched original. I don't know if these cab lights are added or were they on there originally. It would be kind of hard to run the wires through the roof as aftermarket. So it could have come with a Custom Deluxe. It could have come with those clearance lights up on the roof, which are pretty neat. Notice it's got the trim around the windshield frame, the extra bright work here. So that's pretty cool. Part of the Custom Deluxe trim package, I guess. So that's neat. The windshield is all fogged real bad and bubbled, but not broke. Do we got a slider window? Nope. Well, we got trim around the rear window. Huh. My dad's truck that I'm cloning, I don't think it's got, I gotta look at a picture. It doesn't have trim on the glass, but I could install the trim if I had it here. Oh no, we got a locking gas cap with no key, but now it looks like, are these the original mirrors? I don't see any other holes. They didn't have the sport mirrors on it, so it's kind of weird. They're just zip screwed into the door like that, but I guess that's the original mirror for this door. Got the nicer door panel. It's all plastic's all shot there. Pretty rough door there, but can we look behind the seat? Oh, what's going on here? Oh, it's unbolted. There's a tank, and there is the dual feed and return sending unit right there in the tank. Oh, look at this cardboard tank cover. Can I use this in my truck? Maybe. It looks like it's falling down, but maybe I can clean it up and use it. I don't know. Is it full of mice? Why is the seat unbolted? Maybe the seat came out of another truck, but I doubt it. Anyways, I just can't believe the seat. Unfortunately, the blue steering wheel is pretty hosed. It's cracked. This thing sat out in the sun, obviously. You can see what's left of the dash pad, completely gone. But I don't remember. I can't tell on my dad's truck if it had a blue wheel. It probably did, like this, but this wheel is pretty shot. I'm gonna have to leave the black window wheel in there that I got in there now. But what else do we got here? I got the light. Oh, it probably had a gun rack in it. Probably had a gun rack. Put your pew-pew behind the window. That's probably what those screws are for. It's got a little bit of rust in the roof like they all do there, because these roofs, when they put these trucks together, are bare metal in between there, and there's a pad, and the water gets on these roofs and just rots them right out. So that is what is going on. Oh, there's a new brake adjuster in there too. Great. Boom. So we got that. We got a key. Got ignition there. Shifter works. It comes, I rolled it off the trailer neutral. Here's the sun visors that are grungy, but they're blue, so I'll probably clean these up and swap them over to my other truck. Yeah. Headlight switch, wiper switch. You know what, maybe this had chrome on it and just faded away, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like it was just black, which is... Do we got any other gauges? Nope, standard gauges. No tach. But 99,108 miles. She made it before she got parked. I wonder what the issue is. Hopefully it didn't get parked because of an engine issue. That would suck. But I don't know. Well, the guy I got it from said they had it... I think he had it running, must be. And then he said lost spark, which maybe they tried to get it running and it lost spark. I don't know. But yeah, you're looking at it here. $750 72 C10 Custom Deluxe. I had to have it. And it probably would say $350 under here. Does it say it on this side? Gone. Oh, it looks like it fell off or somebody took it off, but my dad's truck, he shaved these and I'm shaving them too. His was just like this, just that badge, but he shaved them. So when I paint the fenders, I'll be doing the same thing there. Do I see anything else here? It's exciting. I don't see anything else exciting that it's missing the fan shroud, which is a bummer because they're kind of hard to find, not broken. Probably got broken when they put the chain on it and pulled the thing in there. But yeah, you're looking at a pretty complete original truck. All right, bam, so that's it. Man, this seat is comfortable as all get out. This foam is mint. Like I said, this seat was worth $700 to me just to go get it, to put it in here. It's going to clean up great. It's going to be awesome. And it's already got the gangster lean with the broken frame. You can lean right over here. I might have to block this up because it's way crooked. But anyways, another one saved. Let's see what happens to it. I got a feeling it's probably too rough to restore, but maybe we'll never know. I've got another box right over here on the ground next to it that's a lot better shape than this one. And I have miscellaneous parts. Do we do another C10 right off the bat? I don't know. But in the meantime, I'm going to pull a couple of parts out of this thing and put them in the other truck. And we're going to keep going to that project. But you got to go on side quests sometimes. And I love this 1972 Custom Deluxe C10 350 4-barrel posi-traction deluxe truck. We'll see you next time. Saving cool stuff like this and other things, sometimes paint and body work at the Quick Speed Shop.